begins and centers around reading and taking in the basics of God's Word. Look what 1 Peter 2 says. Like newborn babies, you must crave pure spiritual milk, so that you will grow into a full experience of salvation. Cry out for this nourishment. If you're here and you're what we call a new believer, you've established recently a relationship with Jesus, you're what the Bible calls a spiritual baby. Now, we celebrate that. That's not a negative term, right? We love babies, don't we? When a baby's born into your family, what do? Man, you go to the hospital, you take pictures, you send them out to everybody, people you don't even know. You hand out chocolate cigars and announcements. You cheer, you go goo goo gaga all over a baby. Why? Babies are incredible. Babies represent new life. I think the older you get, the more you appreciate babies too, right? Because you appreciate that new life and that creation. And here's the cool thing. We celebrate babies in the house, right? Now, when a baby comes into your home, moms, you will nurse the baby. Dads, you'll occasionally change a diaper, right? And you'll get up in the middle of the night to help that baby. You will, as it grows a little bit, you start giving bottles and baby food. And you'll start the progress in their life because that baby's going to grow. The same thing is true spiritually. We love that every weekend there's spiritual babies here at Palm Valley. But we want to help you grow up by starting with taking in the pure milk of God's Word. And that's just reading it and beginning to understand the basics. That's why we have a Fresh Start with God ministry with new believers classes, new believers growth groups. Because we want to help new believers gain some traction in their spiritual life and start growing in their faith. Because growth is key. God doesn't want you to remain a spiritual baby. Think about this. When we have babies in the house, we celebrate it. But if you've got a 14-year-old walking around the house in diapers wanting baby food, you've got an issue, right? You've got a lifelong issue. It's time to wean that baby, right?